Prepare for battle.
Sicko. That's what I'm talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another game. Game 2 of EG versus OG. I'm OD Pixel here with Tsunami once again for this one. And game 1 was quite enjoyable back and forth. Did certainly end with EG looking to be the dominant side, taking that victory. Tsunami, the second game, different drafts, different heroes. What are we reckoning? Well, he's up on the trees, jumping away. They're trying their best to deforest the area and find the Monkey King. Won't be the case. Thompson does escape. But EG, 8 minutes in, making these knocking Ana out of that top lane twice in quick succession.
Now he has to do the walk of shame whenever he respawns to some other land as they find No-Tail trying to cut the wave.
They've got him as well. Another kill to be found for EG, 10-4. And these 8 minutes. Mid lane Thompson's going to jump forward and look for Fly, but Fly, he has a Nightmare. There's also a TP available from the puck. JerAx will be able to get him out of the Nightmare. Thompson does escape. Good job, he did so as well. S4 did have the Dream Coil available, and Thompson stuck around underneath the tower. Space will be there down bottom for Seb whilst all the chaos is going on elsewhere. Seb does finish off the tier 1.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
EG continuing to posture, ready to make these moves. They have 4 heroes around this mid lane, 2 of them invading the jungle of OG.
Oh, I'm dumb. The chainmail turned into phase boots. Lol. Okay, never mind. I know what it is on the Lifestealer. Yeah, okay, so the fact that EG is being so active right now with Lifestealer, like he's not even looking for infest targets or anything like that. He showed up to kill the mid lane whenever Thompson was on the run. He's pushing up top. He's able to take that tower. It's kind of putting OG in a weird spot because they don't feel any lane is comfortable right now. Like Seb has been able to successfully take down the bot tier 1, but now Monkey King and Troll Warlord are kind of wondering, like they're competing over farm almost, and now Thompson has to create some room.
Some out. Try to break down the trees. Thompson's already moving around too much. In fact, he is going to commit for this. He has Seb and JerAx moving the boundary strike onto the 2 of them. They'll pick up the 3 bounty runes so far. OG getting the bounty rune advantage. We'll see if they can find kills as well. They get the hold down onto Doom, but Doom, he's got the ult available. He turns straight away on to the Monkey King. Thompson's got it back away. S4 in with the 2-man Dream Coil. No-Tail and Seb in trouble. Seb cannot kill off crit. Seb's dead, and so's No-Tail. They get the 2 supports. RTZ in the river is able to finish off Thompson with the Doom down upon him. Thompson had nothing else to throw into the fight. As OG, they just end up throwing 3 of their lives away, looking for that fight. Thompson wanting to commit, and it's always a dangerous place. They're close to the shrine. You know that a counterplay is going to come in, especially with how EG's been playing so far today. And they pushed their bets. OG, they tried to go for that, and it didn't end up working. EG more than ready to respond.
Yeah, it's a rough 10-minute bounty rune fight, and Lifestealer was able to participate in nearly all of that, so he gets a ton of experience as well. It's oftentimes on the shoulders of Ana that OG is like, okay, we're fine as long as Ana is being able to farm up. But it's not going to be as easy on a Troll Warlord. Again, like in Game 1, we saw that Thompson was not really able to assist Ana in damage dealing. And so a few deaths here and there on a Monkey King, that can start really holding back your carry potential.
Especially when it's this Troll that is going for the Battle Fury, you're playing for the farm, trying your best to keep up with this Midas Lifestealer. Thompson out. Rundown will be there onto JerAx. Does manage to dodge the stun. Goes for the false promise upon himself, and with the heals from the shrine being doubled up, he won't die. JerAx will survive. And Seb from that bottom lane to the mid lane. He's just prioritizing, taking objectives, getting the pressure on, forcing some sort of a reaction from EG. That will be the case. Samael and RTZ seeing if they can catch out No-Tail. No-Tail with the Firefly is able to get himself out of vision into the pit and over back towards the jungle. They can't slow him down, they can't catch him. Samael will be able to get a very juicy rune for himself, a regen rune into the bowl for the Leshrac.
And this is when the 5-position Battle Rider really starts suffering, because normally you have a position 5 who's, level 4. They can at least be marginally useful with some sort of crowd control. Really all No-Tail provides is an irritating slow/turn speed modification, and then he can kind of cut waves and not really care too much if he dies for it. But he's not level 6 yet, he's not even level 5 yet, and so OG are attempting to make these moves, but they can't really threaten EG. It's more of a bluff.
EG will make sure that OG do stop beating down on the middle tower. And RTZ is continuing to do an impeccable job of finding the right places to be. Always in a position where he's getting this lane farm,
Radiant
and OG aren't making plays against him. They're moving into the jungle of EG, but they won't find RTZ's Lifestealer. He's elsewhere.
Yeah.
We'll see if they find anything at all. It doesn't look like it. EG, again, incredibly prepared for each attempt from OG. They're grouped up around the tier 1. If you're OG, you're very unlikely to get on top of any of these members of EG without losing the trade yourselves. They are going to try, at least moving forward with the Oracle. JerAx will get a deep ward down. Going to move towards this tier 1. Another ward down as well. We'll be under that sentry though from EG.
The thing is, Vision hasn't really been holding them back because they have Hawk, and it hasn't really been like, oh, okay, now that we have really aggressive wards, now we'll be able to find Lifestealer or something like that. Really, the problem is, like you said, like, how do you even start to kill these EG heroes without a roar to really initiate things? It's not easy. It's
Look at this. Up top, I mean, RTZ bully baiting Thompson in there, saying, please hit me, please get the Jingu Mastery stacks up. Thompson, he absolutely fell for it. He went straight for the kill. Response is there. I mean, that, you sort of look at that from an outsider, that's a very obvious bait from RTZ, but Thompson falls for it.
At the minimum, OG are able to claim a bot tier 2, but I really don't like Thompson having to like give up his life like this, because, I mean, maybe they have a grand plan, but I feel like that's what really held them back in Game 1, is just the fact that Thompson was tossing his life away, and while Ana was being able to get a lot out of it, and, you know, in this situation, OG are able to take bot tier 2, as they get a roar on Bane.
They do. But Fly, he's still alive. I mean, he's able to brain sap the ball. Like, he's not even going to die. That's a roar expended on a support that you don't even kill. And EG, they've got the Dream Card down onto the two of them. S4 heads in. And as they're on the high ground, so EG do have to be a little careful. They do not have RTZ for this fight. Sumail being focused. The root's down onto the two of them. Sumail will actually get, fortunately, Flame broken back to safety as he's now underneath the tier 1 tower. The Flight turns for the Fiend Script attempt out. Do they have the damage follow-up to kill that Beastmaster? I love the lightning bounces and the Shockwave. Sumail and Crit working in harmony there to follow up the Fiend Script, get the kill onto Sev. There's the stun as well, out onto this Stroll, who has been saved for now by the False Promise, but he's taking heavy damage. He's surely going to pop after it ends as the blast comes in. Up to the high ground they go. A double kill for Crit, as himself with that Shockwave throwing it out numerous times in the fight, getting those 2 kills. Really nice play there from EG as a whole. With mid lane RTZ, he's just going to casually walk away. There's not anything that these 2 heroes can do about it.
This is one of the rare situations that you are okay dooming the main carry whenever there's an Oracle on the team. Because the cheese here is that you're able to activate Battle Trance and you'll survive after the False Promise ends. But if you're doomed the whole time, you will not be able to cast your ultimate as a Troll Warlord. So this is a fantastic situation for a Doom to be in, because much as we saw in the previous game, Oracle was not able to do very much dealing with Global Silence, and here he will be able to get his spells off, but even then, being effective with them is a whole different story.
It's definitely hard. 16 minutes in, 16-4, 5k lead for EG. Game 1 was close for the most part. Got to a point where EG lost 2 racks, and then we were able to turn, take the game with the power of RTZ. This time around, this game 2, EG certainly feels like they're taking over that a little bit earlier. This game is going to be a hard climb for OG to really get their cause back into the game. The lead that EG has very early on.
Yeah, and unlike last game, OG do not have like a Magnus in power to really help bring people up to speed. They're pretty much having to rely on their farming capabilities. Like Ana, he's going for a Battle Fury, so at least that'll help out somewhat, but RTZ's much closer to his Radiance than he really should be. But, you know, he's been playing it very, very carefully. He's been participating in kills, and hasn't died a single time. 1-0-1. Meanwhile,
he really hasn't. Bottom lane, Sumail. It does have the battle chance. Will turn, and Sumail has already used the ults, but keeps himself at a distance. He's gonna die. Ana will go down and return. So they get the 1-for-1. Crit being focused by Sev. S4 down the side though. S4 has got the steedy rune. He's punching quite nicely. The stacks will be built up. Phase shift going to be used early. Has the signs to stop the boundless, but it doesn't matter. OG, they'll pick up the kills. Seb's in with the double, and this time they do outnumber EG.
Very well played by OG. I think Leshrac was expecting the Doom to help him. Unfortunately, Beastmaster showed up, roared the Doom, and he's like, no, you're not finishing off my Battle Chance Troll Warlord. And Leshrac's like, kind of need another hero to tank this battle trance for me, but no one was showing up, and OG quickly converged on the location.
And worth mentioning, of course, both
Dire's
teams
top
having
tower
a
is under
core
attack.
rushing for that Radiance.
Radiant's
RTZ
bottom
very
tower
close to
is
his.
under attack.
Thompson with the Monkey King build, going for the phase into Radiance.
Okay.
Something that we have seen before. It does allow sort of this hero that you're going to imagine is going to be on the front lines the most of the time to just have that extra sort of burn, that extra farm potential.
Right, even just with the Wukong's command.
Exactly, the reach of the burn.
It's immense.
Everybody's going to be on fire. EG need to push back, take this here on mid. Anna, the Battle Fury timing, 18 minutes in, it's there.
And the thing is, with a Monkey King Radiance, it doesn't necessarily need to be a farming item, because if it was like a Troll Battle Fury and then like a Monkey King Battle Fury, that's very concerning, because EG are going to start pressing the issue before those heroes will have time to be like, oh, you know, we'll farm up in the jungle and take advantage of our Radiances or Battle Furies or whatever. Monkey King can use his to fight with very effectively. And again, buy more time for Ana has consistently been the name of the game for OG.
Thompson. Prowl for anyone who dares step out.
S4 steps out.
It's there, onto the puck. S4's gone. OG getting these.
Oh, here are the Chad wheels. Where's this OG been?
They're getting back in. The hotkeys are working once again.
Yeah, they were suspiciously quiet. Last basically like 40 minutes of game time that we've seen them in game 1, and now this game, it's been all quiet, but you know, they're starting to get their groove back a little bit. Only 1k net worth disadvantage, despite the kill score not looking as much in their favor. They're still doing a good job at farming up on their cores.
This big iron time is continuing. 19.5 minutes in, Radiance is done
Are fortified.
for the Lifestealer. Seb's got his Necro book level 2. I can only imagine with the way things are going, Thompson is also going to have his Radiance at a very comparable timing to RTZ's Lifestealer. Must be pretty soon around the corner.
Yeah, he's about to have the relic completed in 800 gold, and he already bought out the recipe.
To the
20 minutes.
Tight, the man they cover S4. He's good with the coil onto 2. They get the silence to do the grip, everything on plan, and the post promise is there from Jax. Trying to do his best to keep this troll wall on safe. EG there will continue to chase forward. Crit leading him with the scorched earth. They're on top of the troll. Anna is gone. Jax as well will fall.
Dooms, man. This poor troll warlord. Although, I actually don't even know if that was a better fight than the last time they tried to fight on the EG high ground for the bounty rune. The true test if OG can actually win this game is if they are able to bully EG out of their own shrine rune. But so far, not going to be the case. Troll goes down, Oracle goes down,
Dire's
and
middle
No-Tail
tower
has to solo
fallen.
defend, but I don't really think it's going to happen.
EG there, seeing if they can get a catch on anyone else, but Seb is out there at a distance. Thompson, he's the one they really need to start turning up, and he will do now. He's got the Radiance done, he's immediately TPing over to the shrine. He's trying to get himself straight in, but Samau was prepared for the stun. Thompson does get the Wukong's command down, but they've lost No-Tail on the path. Thompson, he's sticking down low. Jarek's trying to keep him alive with the magic immunity, but Arteezy is on top of him with the right clicks. Thompson, he's running. Seb's there, slowing down Arteezy at least with the ball and such. Arteezy will be held away from Thompson. Thompson's still alive for now. He's ticking down low to the Spirit Vessel, but Jarek's is there to keep him safe. Back in OG's jungle, Anna, he's being focused. The coil's down onto Jarek's. Jarek's silenced as well, away for a sound. But Anna's going to work on the puck. The puck's dead, but OG, they've lost 3 in total. It's looking like there's going to be another as well. As Anna held down, triple kill for Fly. Thompson does manage to pick up the kill onto Samel after the fight ends, and will be able to jump away on a slither of HP. Does escape, but OG losing the 3 heroes. They do get 2 cores nonetheless. Thompson, the grief. Jumps down to the lane, does get hit by the Spirit Vessel. I don't think it'll be quite enough to finish him off. Will be fine, does manage to get away, but playing on the edge there, Thompson.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
OG, they, again, like, the initiation is just so peculiar. So Seb this time roared out the Doom, which is understandable. Doom was on the low ground, meanwhile the rest of EG were on the high ground. But the problem is that Thompson took way too much burst damage. After Sumail read that TP was going to come in on the shrine, he was trapped for the Monkey King to show up. And then Thompson just had to spend the entire fight running around while getting Spirit Vesseled the entire time. So couldn't even really take advantage of his tree dance, and Oracle needed to help out the Monkey King. Ana did what he could with the battle trance, but he needs the rest of his team. No matter what stage of the game, a troll needs the rest of his team to be useful. And just despite it being on OG side of the map, they weren't prepared. Still signs of life though, more so than what we saw in like the first 15 minutes of the game.
Oh, for sure. Thompson, after the Radiance, going for the Manta. Make sure that he can make the most out of the Radiance with those Manta illusions. Also having those ways to outplay some of the point target spells, some of the silences available on EG's lineup.
And hopefully purge off that Spirit Vessel also, so that Oracle doesn't have to be like, okay, I'll help you.
Because ideally, OG want to have the focus of Jerax being there for Ana's troll.
Beastmaster.
Talk about, well said. For his last game, some of the cause of OG getting caught out. Keep finding these kills up top. Notail is going to go for the lasso onto RTZ. The grip is there from Fly onto Notail. Notail had Jerax and Thompson as Notail says, I've got new friends now. As Fly is dead. To the Bane.
So that's the advantage of a 5-position Batrider. You saw Bane was just like, I will turn around and nightmare you. But so unfortunately that turn speed is so molasses slow, and he's not able to get it off, although it is just a support kill. But they're at least intimidating EG to an extent, whereas in the previous game, whenever EG started getting going, it was very difficult for OG to put the fear inside of EG, because Fly was just able to get the most luxury global silences as necessary, whereas this time, I think EG are going to have to put in a little bit more work to outplay OG, especially this Monkey King. Thompson is just being so slippery.
Sumail. The Zimbas really is. Who does he have nearby? He has the Doom in the neighborhood. Finds the lead in with the stun, allows Crit to close the gap with the Doom, and this is Troll all about the Invis Rune, allowing that setup. They even get Jerax as well. Straight up onto the high ground, EG find 2.
Let's see if they can put a lock on all 4 of these bounty runes, because bottom one probably won't be contested. Problem is, Thompson is starting to push out bot lane, and he's going to make his way to the tier 3 tower, so someone has to come defend it. It's going to be Doom. And actually, instead of going for runes, they're going for Roche.
Okay.
Or maybe a little bit of both.
We'll see. Fly at least head out the pit up to the high ground to grab
To the impurities.
one of the bounties. Elsewhere, Seb takes one.
Okay, they stopped going for Roche. I was like, that doesn't seem
It's a little
easy.
scary, especially when there's a Monkey King still alive.
Right.
Radiance, Wukong's command. And be a little tricky to fight around in those close confined positions, such as the Roche pit.
Yeah, thankfully they have some ways of finding him. The Illusory Orb is an amazing resource to find a Monkey King hiding in the trees. And we got to smoke up on OG.
See if Notail can find a grab. Of course, as a support baddie, he's relying on a Tranquils and a Wind Lace to close the gap.
Oh, and he killed a ward, so his Tranquils are broken also.
OG. Both lineups can take this Roche. Both teams, of course, not wanting to let any chance of their opponents getting a hand on it. They know that either side is going to be after this for now. As EG have the high ground, OG sending Jerax forward. Smoke's going to wear off.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They're trying to get the wraparound. Notail still looking for an angle. Unless they're the trees. He first managed to find it. S4 instantly reacts. Surge and the call down. Notail's going to be saved though. False bonus to there for Jerax. That's Sumail dead. They're moving the Woodcross command down. Learning all of EG. Fly. Surely will fall, and he does. That's a Bane dead as well. They lose Notail, but they get 2 kills. Anna's in on the front line. He's trying with the ult, but that's him dead gone. They didn't have to save for him because Jerax had to save Notail earlier, and now Jerax has been left alone. EG will strike back hard. As Zed falling down, he's gone. OG will lose the fight. As OG making that aggressive move, but EG quick with the response once again. Sumail, no hesitation with the buyback. They know that they're fighting on an area of the map where they will have that map position advantage. They know if they get that fight, they are going to get Roshan, and it certainly looks like they'll do so with ease. Into the pit they are. OG, they have 3 dead. Only Notail and Thompson alive. We'll see if they go for any funny business in terms of trying to steal the Aegis or the kill, but Crit's on the hunt. No teller there.
Cut down all the trees. The Thompson isn't even like a possibility at this point. Not that it was going to happen, but yeah, No-Tail trying his best. He's just going to cut the wave now. That's the kind of initiative that OG needs, and I think this is going to a high ground fight. As the Aegis will go the way of Leshrac, because you have a Monkey King, you have a Bat Rider, you have Hawk. You have so much of a vision advantage that EG respected it. They were like, okay, you know, we're not going to stay near the river, we're going to back off a little bit. And Lasso came back, but Lasso came onto Leshrac, but quick reactions from S4 to keep No-Tail in position so he can't drag that Leshrac down. And he's basically saying you have to fight on our high ground. And so EG were able to buy back on the Leshrac, finish him off. And it's just too much to ask from one Oracle to save four different heroes.
Because it's you always know there's a big chance that the fight's going to go down south if your Oracle is having to save, or at least decides to keep the bat alive, this position 5 bat.
Exactly.
When you have this Troll and Monkey King that they're going to be on the front lines. As soon as the bat's been false promised, you've got to be so careful about how you continue that fight, and OG, they just weren't. Anoaz heading in, fighting past that high ground area towards the tier 2 on the top lane of EG. It was always going to be a fight where they are going to get pincered in by EG. EG taking the fight, taking the objectives, tier 2 tower on the top lane getting pressured now as well. As EG maintain that advantage, 30-13, 7k lead, 28 minutes in.
And again, the itemization has just been really on point for EG. It's going to be Aeon Disc on the Leshrac, so even though he got bursted really quickly with that lasso in the previous fight, that's not going to be a possibility afterwards. So he's prepared. And yet again, RTZ on a perfect game. 3-0-10 right now on this Lifestealer, who's chilling inside of Crit, who has a Blink Dagger and a Centaur Stomp.
There we have it. In they go. They found Anna. Anna does have the back of Jared's false promise will come in. They have the low sail lasso too. Dragging down one. Beast Grip holding Anna in place, though will mean he'll surely come after the false promise. There's no escape for him. Anna will buy back. Samel diving the tower here. Finishes off Jared's Oracle, and Samel, he's even keeping that Aegis safe. It won't need to be expended for now. He'll run back in. He doesn't care if he dies. 2 buybacks have come out from OG, but EG, they're still keeping the fight going very well in their half. Seb falling down as the Spirit Vessel. Airfall jumps in. Seb has to get back to the side of Boundary Strike, comes down onto the 3 of them though, and that's finished up too. Double kill for Anna as he has the damage to follow up. Fly's in trouble as the slows there for Thompson. 3 are dead on EG. This time it's OG with the buyback, swinging the situation around.
There we go. This is what I want to see. All right, Monkey King finally entering the game. What a boundless strike on 3 of those heroes. And Leshrac, he was doing laps, and it looked good. I mean, with his BOT move speed, but he needed to die because he was completely out of mana, so he joined back into the fight. Problem is, it was a little bit too close to the shrine, so buyback on the Oracle and buyback on the Troll Warlord, which are expensive buybacks, but remember that Leshrac himself bought back, which is why he's dead for another minute after that fight ends.
And OG's got good push. They have this Beastmaster. Seb with the Necro books. He's ready to run down lane.
And 2 siege creeps in the mid lane as well. You got the Vlads. This is going to start getting very, very difficult.
They're going to be up to the high ground here. Tier 3 is certainly in danger. Maybe the Rax as well. Fortification will be popped by EG. OG.
They don't have like any wave clear aside from the puck.
Take this tier 3 tower, S4, trying his best to burst the bat. Round the strikes out. Thompson, he's jumping straight in, looking towards Fly. Crits in with the stop, and the Infernal Blade Stream Course there onto the 3 of them. But OG, they have the Wukong's command out from Thompson. They get very hard for S4 to get in. Jump in for Seth. The roars out onto the puck, but OG, they have the damage from the Necro, puts on him with the face shift. He's still alive on the puck. S4 will stay safe, but OG got what they came for. They got the full set of racks in the middle lane, and they back out without losing anybody.
Yeah, just be happy with that. No-Tail actually ended up lassoing the puck, otherwise that would have been, lassoing the puck's Lincolns, otherwise that would have been even worse for EG, but they're able to get out cleanly, and that roaring puck seemed a bit optimistic, but thankfully OG back off, disciplined, and what a turnaround. They're still down in net worth, they're still down in kills.
They got a Rax.
They got a Rax, and freaking OG doesn't even have tier 2 towers claimed yet.
Yeah, they're sort of overall half the map still looking well fortified and defended with the towers they have up.
Even game 1, game 2, like, it doesn't really seem clear which team has an advantage at any given moment. They're just toying with each other, it seems. but right now it does seem like OG have got a good handle on things, and No Tail is starting to become more and more useful with his 5-position Batrider. Still has not gotten a Blink Dagger yet, but I don't really know if that's his plan anyway. He's got a drum completed. He just needs to be a threat. I mean, Puck had to build a Lincolns for the Roar and a 5-position Batrider.
It's top lane, No Tail. Let's look towards RTZ, Thompson, and 7. Now around. A little too far for them to chase. EG more than prepared. S4 TP'd over to be the helping hand to give RTZ that safety.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under
Some
attack.
out. Space down bottom will be there for him. Pushing out, just trying to get that Shiva's Guard complete plate melt. 1400 towards the Mystic Star for the recipe.
I'm actually pretty curious what RTZ is going to go for his 25. A lot of times, Lifestealer's 25 is a huge spike because 2 seconds on rage is great. This game, it's not really that useful, but also the feast damage doesn't seem particularly useful either. I don't know. Oh, okay, actually, Ana has gone for a Satanic, so it is pretty nice. There's a lot of HP that you can feast off of, but we'll see what his plan is.
RTZ with that AC. Basher, he certainly hits hard.
But how much harder can he hit? He's approaching 6-slotted status. He's going for the Abyssal Blade next, so definitely going to help out.
Radiant
Of course,
are
worth
scanning.
noting, once again, it is another match where RTZ is yet to die.
Dire are scanning.
Flawless showing so far on the Lifestealer, like we've seen many times today from RTZ.
Dire scan, scopes out this smoke. G are immediately going to migrate north. But they don't leave Oracle behind, though.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Oh, they see pings. They see this Oracle.
RTZ needs Fat Jarix straight on him, as you say, getting that wraparound onto that key support that OG need to allow their cause to fight. Jarix gone for 70. Perfect way for EG to open up potential to find more, and they're looking for it.
Oh, and Crit's creeping on Ana.
He has Doom available, and he certainly will drop it if he can. The fog will come into play as
The
Ana.
rest of the team is converging. I don't know if Ana will feel safe TPing at any point.
Yeah, can even. Is there any chance of us getting back? Thompson does find the Wukong Ana to fly.
Ana's
But this is certainly the bigger catch. Getting this troll, Ana alone. RTZ comes in for a bit of the glory, XP and gold. And Ana is dead. 100 seconds, no troll, no buyback.
Yeah, that's rough. That's extremely rough. This move has potential to respawn 20 seconds. Lasso on the Lifestealer. Into what?
Yeah.
Taking him on a little test drive.
That definitely was a lasso for what?
You want to go on this side of the map?
I mean,
I'll take you.
Maybe he's into that, you know, time down and I go, hey, I go out there. What's he do? Okay.
Sometimes it just feels good to be able to lasso Lifestealer because those opportunities don't often come.
Sure. I mean, we say you got to hold back the emotion.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, JRX is sponsored by OpenAI. He's og.jrx.ai. He's playing like a robot. But it's a smart robot.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Careful. Courier's dead.
Okay.
That's full. He'll take it.
JJ Wolf on that.
There was nothing.
There was nothing.
There was nothing. But still, it's a courier.
It's a courier.
It's about sending a message. Now, OG, they can't send themselves iron.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Thompson.
under attack.
Scardy's done. 2,300 gold. We'll see what he goes for next. Goes with the Scardy, very nice as well. Get that balance, the Wukong's out. You're going to be slowing down a lot of people, especially through that magic immunity, through that rage. It's nice. The slows can come into play. Make that a little harder for RTZ to lock down on a target.
EG trying to establish control before this next Roche comes up. Start planting some aggressive wards in the northern jungle and see if they can find a pickoff.
This wraparound could be pretty painful for OG. Hotel. Fireflies forward, S4. Got RTZ inside and jump forward. They get the call out onto the two of them. The bashes are out. Jax is dead. Wukong's come on. Towards the mid to try and separate the fight. They'll go for the Roar out onto RTZ, but RTZ still with S4 there. Good to go. RTZ does get knocked up to the high ground with a flame break, so he cannot get back into the engagement.
It may have been a good thing because Troll just TP'd into that shrine.
They'll go for the raised TP out, and he's away. There's nothing to cancel it. Lasso's not back, and neither is the Roar.
Yeah, if he was actually able to get out, he would have caught a face full of honest Troll Warlord, who is now on the run. They want to fight.
Sumail, just get the lightning slow onto No-Tail.
They really just don't want to give up this half of the map, because as soon as they go on their side of the river, OG's like, sweet, it's our chance to start establishing some vision before the next Roche. So really, EG are just kind of bullying them that, no, you're not allowed to know what's going on over here. You just stick to your half of the map.
Certainly feel that, and it always feels strange. It's sort of like the game one, you know. OG game one, they took 2 racks, but it didn't really feel like that changed much. I mean, this game sure it's not 2 racks, but it's still a set of racks. But you don't really feel any sort of implication of them taking that racks. EG, they're holding the map, holding their positions, holding the control of the overall game in a manner that feels like that racks doesn't mean anything. RTZ, the rages, with no instant follow-up after the lasso, but of course the rule will still be there through the match community. RTZ, can he run himself away? Jumps into Sumail. Crit's going to be jumping in on the front line.
Oh, what a centaur stomp.
As Crit will happily die for this. He got RTZ out safely. It's going to take a long time to get forward. Sumail, X4, he's onto the front. The silencer's more. RTZ on the front line. He's ripping them apart. 3 dead on OG. Anna, been trying to fight back, but RTZ's a triple. It's an ultra. As S4 turning back in. Crit dies, but he is more than happy to sacrifice himself for that one. Going in with the Doom, allowing RTZ to back up, get inside S4. RTZ's like, take me home. S4 says, you know what, mate, we're fighting this. Straight back in, he goes on the pump, 4-man Dream Call. Bibbidi bobbidi, everybody's dead.
I want everyone who was crit lulling whenever Gods and Kyle were going to bat for him being a top 5 player to reevaluate what just happened with Doom making an amazing maneuver. What a centaur stop, buying enough time for EG to disengage, and like you said, what was it, Bit Bop Boom, something like that?
Cinderella, right?
Couldn't say it better myself.
Dire's top tower is
And
under
that's a tier
attack.
3 tower, S4. He's a puck. Doesn't care, he's taking towers.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
He's got a lot of money now in his bank, 4,500 gold. He can start working on those Dagons, get a bit of burst damage on himself, and now they're pushing EG, OG. They've got 3 dead. There's a couple of buybacks there, but Tops and Anna will be sure. They don't want to use them. They're very soon to be back in the game. They will lose racks because of it. Top lane, that's full set of racks gone. EG take it.
But they haven't claimed any tiers 2s yet, so, well, aside from the top lane, so not being able to claim much more than that. So they are now even with racks, however, they are 19k net worth up right now.
Lead. Quite an incredible one for EG.
And they want to keep pushing it. Take that mid tier 2. Still have time on these Sages, still have plenty of time left on the Sages.
So it's just a very hard game for OG to recover now. Sure, they've now lost the racks, which, you know, some of the EG had lost earlier, but as you say, the difference in farm.
Yeah, just the solutions to be able to kill Lifestealer are just becoming near impossible. Like, the Lincolns are going to be consistently placed onto the Lifestealer. He himself has that Abyssal block completed, so he's got damage block on deck. He's got the Aegis. And he ended up going for that rage Lifestealer, I mean, rage duration, because it may not be about the magic community as now Lasso.
I mean, Crip.
Okay.
He should die this time. They get their revenge, they drag him in, the full 5-man of OG beats down upon Crit, and he's dead.
And all things considered, the Doom is very important. Like I said, being able to Doom the troll so he can't battle trance is instrumental to these successes. And Seb and the rest of OG want to, again, take heavy advantage of this. But Sumail's going to cut the wave, not going to give them an avenue, and what else is there to claim in the mid lane? Mid lane you already took over.
Dire are scanned.
Sumail's scanned out, but this man has BOTs at 550 move speed with his rules and Kayasha.
I mean, Thompson's jumping through the just trying to catch up.
Waves.
No-Tail is there with the wraparound. Sumail, I don't think there's any play that he can use to get himself out of this. Is Sumail?
Oh, he cheeses it. All right.
And does use the cheese here. Could have argued that it would be better to be safe. There's no way that he's fighting back for these. Even with the lifesteal from that Octary, it's not nearly enough.
To an extent, I would say he did his job, but now he's dead for 90 seconds. So you bought time for the Doom to respawn, but now your Leshrak's dead. So perhaps a bit overzealous as now Puck.
Does have RTZ inside him, but won't want to jump out for that play on Anna. Too close to the base. They know that OG's going to have backup. They have the whole squad alive.
Yeah, and Bot Shrine is still up and running for OG. Huh. Well, initially it seemed like things were hunky-dory for EG. Now there's a little speed bump.
Did get shaken up a little bit there. Those last few minutes. Really all right after the lead that they have.
Yeah.
As we've seen it swing back and forward already a few times this game, still very much in the ballpark of EG. But OG certainly showing. They will, you cannot slip up. EG, they cannot get comfortable. They've got to keep playing at the level that they've been bringing so far today. No hesitation, no degradation on the level that they're at. They have to keep it up.
Alright, so what 25s do we have on deck? I already mentioned the rage duration taken by Lifestealer, as he probably just wants the attack speed. Left strike goes for the edict explosions, as to be expected. Though that may need to be put on hold as they find it out.
That's a big one to find.
No
Anna out alone. It really does feel like it's been a bit of a story for the cause of OG this series.
Just gonna march down mid.
Yeah, 90 seconds, no troll warlord.
And that, he doesn't have it because of gold. He doesn't have it because, it's not because he bought back previously. He's down 1.7k gold from being able to buy back. So that's not good.
That's not good for OG. Anna didn't do the maths.
Fly.
Doesn't have an accountant. Fly.
Oh, well, Seb's stalling, I suppose. A lot of people, they really want to kill this Beastmaster.
Seb does have buyback, so as he said, brings it back, still on the mid lane though. Crit RTZ, they're trying to go for this. The last one right there, onto RTZ, holding him down. He'll be able to get himself out of the Wukong's command.
See, EG want a troll buyback right now. They don't know that he doesn't have it. They're just like, any second
I mean, they're
now.
going to realize that if he's not buying back,
Yeah.
then it's time to just go. Thompson, BKB popped, he's pulling away the creeps in the mid lane, trying to do his best to make sure that EG don't have the creeps to siege the base with.
It's kind of working, as they have not taken tier 3. It's just RTZ. He's still waiting. He's like, troll's gonna buy back and kill me any second now.
There's another creep wave coming in. You can see Thompson, he was trying to get the illusions there in time with the Radiance, but they weren't close enough to the wave. So the wave gets in. There's still one range creep alive. That's all they need to take down that backdoor protection. Seb knows he's got to get back in. With the creeps coming in, he'll buy back on the Beastmaster. That will now push EG back.
And no troll having to do anything the entire time. Not that he could have, but he ended up not doing it. OG are so good at this. I distinctly remember a TI game where No Tail on his Chen was able to cut a creep wave and basically save an entire game. A game-winning creep wave from finishing off his Ancient.
Oh, Samael's TP back though, to the shrine. He's got the catch out on Thompson, the Yule's into the stun. Samael, he's going for the play here. He has the backup of Fly 2. Thompson, can he run away? No, S4. In with the Dream Core. Thompson bursted down with the BKB that he already used earlier to cut the creeps in mid. It wasn't ready to pop again. Thompson's gone.
He has buyback though, so not all hope is lost. Really, OG are just trying to cut the waves as frequently as possible, keep EG as away from their Ancient as possible, and they're buying time. I don't know what the end game is necessarily. They're still going down net worth consistently. You know, they've had to spend the Beastmaster buyback earlier, but they're still in the game, and I think that's all they care about.
For now, at least. But it definitely feels like we're getting up to that final attempt from OG. Holding on against this power that EG's bringing. 25k lead. There's the buyback. OG, they've smoked up behind Anna. Anna, BKB is going to be popped very early. EG easily able to just kite that one out, wait for it.
And now this double siege creep wave is going to end up not being able to do very much.
Got to watch for the initiations of the S4 or crit. One of them finds that.
I don't even think this is because EG are like playing like very, very cautiously. I think it's really just OG are making EG work for it extremely hard.
Just at every attempt, cutting creep waves, split pushing out the map, making it as hard as possible for EG to feel that they're in a position to raise to the high ground. Bottom lane, Samael. Look for Thompson this time. BKB and TPR there. He's gone. Does mean that is a Monkey King without a BKB for a push if it comes in within the next minute.
And he also hit 25, went for the command ring AoE, which definitely makes sense with the Radiance.
As EG, they feel comfortable enough to make a jump now. They may feel that they don't. They're not too pressured to do so.
Man, on is super far out. This man is so incredibly
Falls in. Jump. Abyssal Blade. Dream Core down onto Seb. Saves there for Jax. False promises out. Seb will be fine for now. He's taking a lot of damage though. So may still pop after it all. He's able to blink back with the safety of the false promise. Damage will explode.
These Edict explosions just chewing through this tower.
Here's the push from EG. Still being a little careful, just having RTZ on the front line. They don't need to put anyone else out there. They sit behind the Lifestealer. They play reactive, ready for anything that's thrown this way of RTZ, but it's hard for OG to do so without said Beastmaster for 100 seconds. Of course, his buyback still on cooldown for 5 minutes. OG, they've got to do their best to try and hold 4v5, but it's going to be ever so hard. Thompson tries to go and get the BKB out with the feed script. RTZ as well with the right clicks. That's going to be a Thompson Monkey King for 2 minutes. Anna moves in with the BKB. The battle chance as well. He's doing a lot to bring down RTZ. The Nightmare. Then inside of the heroes he goes. RTZ's fine. Jumps back out. He'll survive. Anna's in trouble. Samel diving in. Fly as well. Samel gets the double. Jared, he's out of the game as well. OG falling left, right, and center. GG is called. EG, they take the game, they take the series. They come out as the true winners today, EG.